Oh. Uh. Ghost Luigi. Thank you for the. So, can you hear me? Is audio working? Okay, good. We're not. I'm an expert. Thank you, Ghost Luigi, for the 7 months. Draxon, thank you for the 5. Thank you, Rachel, for the 10. Jesus. Master of Steve, thank you for the 3 months. And thank you, Commandant. Thank you for the 6 half a year. Ill? That's me all the time. But thank you, Hit. 22 months. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Hidden. Let's stream very happy. Yes. Thank you, Kitch. 14 months. Ghost Luigi, why? Thank you for the 3 gifted subs, but thank you. I don't know what it is. I get nervous. Thank you, Kitchwood. Thank you. Cyrix, thank you for the 2 months as well. Thank you. I don't know. I get really nervous when I don't stream for like a week or so. And I'm like, oh shit, how am I gonna get back into it? What am I gonna do? Oh no, I'm gonna be terrible. Dr. Doe, thank you for the 2 months as well. Thank you. Ika, thank you for 10 months. Jesus. Birthday stream. It's not my birthday. It won't be my birthday for a good while yet, actually. How dare I stream? I know. I know. This is the question we have to ask ourselves. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cyrix. And thank you, Dr. Doe, for 5 and Ika for 10. If I didn't say it already, which I probably did, but I forgot. Coma Bootops, thank you for 14 months. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good, actually. The new video that got uploaded, was it yesterday? I have lost track of time. Yeah, the new video that uploaded yesterday has like 68,000 views already. That's kind of insane. That's pretty good. It is. Stream time, thank you. Naomi speaks Spanish. Very nice. Today's your birthday now? Is that how it works? Alright, well let's swap over to... Does it work? Are we good? Everything's working? He's alive? Yes. Famidium, thank you for the 13. I'm gonna make this smaller actually, so it's not quite as intrusive. Thank you, Famidium. Well, I only got none, so you know, good luck. Good luck with that thing, Famidium. Still scared? I am terrifying, I know. Now I'm just as scary in the digital world as I am in real life. It's great. What's your opinion about Annie? I think they did Annie really well. If LOR was canon, I'd be really happy. They did a good job of making Annie, like, giving her more of a purpose and making Tabalk, like, I think Tabalk being the actual demon inside Tibbers, and Tibbers is just like the childish nickname that she gave Tabalk. I think that's really, really great. I love that. Looks like a Meet the Robinsons character. LOR is canon? Nope. They said it was at the beginning, and then they said, actually, guys, this is just what if scenarios. It's just weird. It's weird. Will there be a rapid fire skin review on Stargarden Season 4? I've been debating it. The thing is, right, this has happened before, where I made a video on a skin line that I really, it's not my taste. It's just, naturally, I'm not gonna like it, cause it's not my taste. I don't like anime, so obviously I wouldn't like Star Guardian. So I'm not gonna have a lot of positive things to say about it because it's not for me, you know. In the same way, a fan of Star Guardian would have nothing to say about Battlecast. You know, like that's not their taste. Have the best skins? Yes, with plenty of honorable mentions. Very many honorable mentions, because I went through the entirety of the list of skins in League of Legends, and it was hard to choose. It was very difficult to choose. I hope Chip is canon. Chip has to be canon. He has to be. Skyan hates Psyops. To be fair, I'm not a fan of Psyops either. I think Sona is definitely the best one, for sure. But it's just kind of a confusing concept. Like, psychic warriors. Oh, so did you choose champions who have more magical-based abilities? No, we chose Master Yi, who has a sword. Vi, who has fucking boxing gloves. Like, Samira, who has guns. Like, it's so weird. Gafaf, that's a new one. Thank you, Supreme11. Thank you. Eerie, it's been a minute. It has been a hot minute. What the hell? Well, Volibear had an owlbear skin. I mean, I remember seeing fan concepts for that. Worst one is Psyops Zed. I think... So I think Vi is the worst one. Not because... Like, I think Zed looks worse than Vi. But the mental gymnastics to try and justify it is just like she uses her psychic powers to enhance her punching, and she strapped bullets to the side of her gauntlets. Does she shoot bullets out of the gauntlets? No, she just put them on. It's just it's silly. It's it still looks kind of cool. Because, like, I'm just, like, a sucker for kind of military aesthetic. I think it kind of looks kind of neat. But it just, it doesn't make any sense. It's just bizarre. It's weird. I don't know. Thank you, Shibna. Thank you for the prime. I appreciate that. So that's why it's just kind of weird. Yeah, that's how I feel about it, yeah. But, yeah, so I had to go through. There was a lot to choose from. Very many to choose from, in fact. I had a very hard time narrowing it down to just 10. So I have a lot of honorable mentions here. Singed being one of them. I think I'll probably do a YouTube intro in a second. I gotta get used to doing these if I want to make more content like this, I suppose. I am still working. There's a video that I'm working on right now, which is very, very different tonally than any of the content I've done before. So, it's an experiment. Let's say that. I'm not gonna give away what it is, but it's an experiment. Thank you, Gecht, for the 2 months. Thank you. Thank you, Kopiv. Thank you for the 2 months. Yes. I want to stream more often. I definitely do. Beema #1. Okay. Let's do the YouTube intro, I guess, shall we? Let's do that. How do I start this? I always gotta start with the fellas, of course. Fellas, if you weren't aware, League of Legends has a lot of skins. A lot. Like a lot of skins. There's like over 1,300 skins now. It's getting kind of insane. And if you haven't noticed as well, Riot is increasing the price of RP. So skins are going to cost a lot more than they do right now. Poor Polish people, price of RP is going up by 20%. So you're not going to be able to afford skins any longer. So I apologize for that. So what would we have to go off? Well, knowing that we don't have any future skins to look forward to because they're going to be too expensive, we have to look back at what we have right now. Be grateful for the good that we have right now. And I went through the entire list of skins, all 1,300 and something of them. There's a lot. And I've narrowed down... I'll definitely. Thank you, Jampire. I appreciate that. And I've narrowed down what I think is the top 10 best skins in League of Legends. Notice, I can't believe I have to keep doing this, and I have to specify what I think. As in I, as in me, as in just because I say this does not, my word is not gospel. Cafe cutie enthusiasts, okay? You can still like the skin. I'm pissed off. It angers me. Anyway, it was very hard for me to narrow down as many as 10 out of 1,300 possible options. So this was very difficult for me. I think I've narrowed it down a bit, and I have a lot of honorable mentions. We're going to go through them rather quickly, but yes. Saturday for the voice actor for Casson. That's me. Your opinion is final. Should we show? Yes, true. I am the one streaming. Therefore, my opinion is correct. No bias is impossible. This is true. I am, in fact, never biased. Never biased ever. Causes give me a fear of cafeterias. Also, while I'm going through this, I made another attempt. Oh, what? How could you do that, Chomblurger? I can't believe. Thank you for the 11 months, but how could you? Poo-poo Mitro, what the hell? Anyway, I tried my best to not double dip on either champions or skin lines, so I didn't want to do multiple. I didn't want to do multiple skins from bees. I didn't want to do multiple skins for Jhin. You know. Thank you, Bear Commander, for the 5 months. I appreciate that. The truth will be spilled. We will try, because let's be honest. If I let us do double dipping, Jhin would be number 1 through 5. So we would have problems. The list would be very clogged. So I did my best not to double dip. And for honorable mentions, we're going to be going over them rather quickly. 1 through 4. Yes. I can't believe I missed that. Of course, he'd be number 4. Now, this might be minor spoilers, but there is a Jhin skin on this list, and it might be at a very appropriate spot. You know, maybe. I don't want to give away nothing, you know, but just maybe. Best skin for each champion? Oh, God, that'd be a whole separate ordeal. I need to get prepared for that. That'd be a whole separate stream, because that would take us a while. It's a funny number. So, let us start off with honorable mentions. And there's quite a few. I think there's 7. So, we're going to go through these kind of quickly. So, as you can see, at the moment, I have up on screen, we have Beekeeper Singed. So, we're going to be going through this a lot. And I think, that, you know, through this list, we're going to be encountering something that I like to call a peak skin. As in, a skin like Beekeeper Singed is not only so good as a skin on its own, but there will never be a Singed skin that is better than this. I humbly believe that in an instance like Beekeeper Singed, that's it. You've peaked. You can make another Singed skin, sure. Will it ever be better than Beekeeper Singed? I don't think so. I think that's it. Never be. Shit. Never be a better skin. Oh. Ghost Rider. Surfer Singed is very good. Singed has a lot of funny skins. A lot of really bad ones, too. But, like, Snowdown's really good. Surfer's very fun. Especially the update they did for Wild Rift. But Beekeeper is just the best. Arcane Singed. Arcane Singed. It could that would be cool. I would really like that to be a thing, you know. But I don't know if it will be is the thing. Will it be? I don't know. I'm gonna switch to this for a second so I can move this over here so you guys don't get spoiled. There we go. Oh, thank you, Royal Spark. I appreciate that. For the 6 months. Thank you. And thank you, Ren Lupin, for the 2 months. I appreciate that. All right, next honorable mention. We're going to try and go these a bit quickly. It's an Echo skin. And it was hard to choose between the two, but I mean, it has the benefit of being a legendary. True Damage Echo is just so sick. What an awesome skin. I love Firelight. I think Firelight's great. But in terms of sheer quality, you guys, the E sound effect, the sound on the E, the poo, you know, I don't know how to make that sound, but goddamn, the E on its own was like, it's so satisfying. He's just great. Young Trombones, thank you for the prime. I appreciate that. Arcane is close, but not exactly. It is a very good skin. It's not Arcane Echo. Firelight Echo. The one thing that will always bother me about Firelight Echo is that it's literally a spoiler. Like they didn't even wait that like what Arcane was out for like 3 weeks and then they revealed Firelight Echo. I mean, it was kind of obvious that the leader of the Firelights was Echo, but it's still bizarre that they flat out spoiled it, like complete front and center spoiled it. You know, Firelight mask was a toggle. I think having the mask as a toggle would have been great as well. Yes, but True Damage Echo is just phenomenal. I love this skin. Now this one's going to be a repeating pattern we've seen. Well, we're going to see in this list at least a few times of skins that fulfill the meme. I don't know how people are going to feel about this. I personally adore this skin. Dunkmaster Darius. I love it. It's so funny. I obviously have a soft spot for jokey skins, but it's perfect. It is perfect. What a hilarious idea to make Darius a basketball player and he dunks a basketball on you instead of doing his big decimating slam. I think it is by far his best skin. Some people will argue that God King Darius is on equal quality, and I disagree. Does it look cool? Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Does it have the dancing dog meme? Yes, it does have dancing dog meme. That's pretty good. However, two key things that I dislike about God King Darius is... Unfortunately, yes. Thank you for the 100 bits as well. Is that I don't want to talk over while Royal Spark is talking. You know, he donated bits. Oh, you guys can't hear the bits. I like muted them. there were bits going, so I was hearing Royal Spark's thing. Anyway, right, I muted it so that it's easier to edit because there was a lot of complaints on the Braum top video that there were too many sound effects going. So my two things that I dislike about God King is one, he can't shake it. He looks like a mobile game character, you know. He looks like straight. He comes straight out of Mobile Legends, like ripped straight out of it, and like boom, there we go. And number two, I don't know, it doesn't feel satisfying to play, if that makes any sense. Looks like a gotcha legendary. Yeah. It feels unsatisfying. Like something about the animations, something about the way, like the sound design, it doesn't feel satisfying. We're in honorable mentions right now. We just did Beekeeper Singe, True Damage Echo, and Dunkmaster Darius. But so in comparison, I think Dunkmaster is far better. I like how his axe opens up during his Q. That is kind of cool, yeah. But I think it's awesome, and you are completely entitled to that opinion. You know, like that's... Again, my word is not gospel. Okay, we're breezing through a bunch of legendary skins, but this one, you guys should see coming. And this one's difficult to choose because this champion has so many awesome skins, but, like, come on. Nunu Bot. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I adore how the design philosophy for Nunu Bot was like, okay, Nunu is known for being like a meme champion. This is prior to the rework, by the way. Old Nunu and Willump was known for being a meme champion. Like, they were a joke. They weren't anything. They ran around and sneezed snowballs at you and did nothing. That's all they did. They were a meme. So the idea is that they took all of the meminess of old Nunu and shoved it into Nunu Bot. It's great. Tower Dive. It's great. B-Lump is fantastic as well. I'm a sucker for B skins. However, I think this is the better one. I truly do. Let me adjust that a bit. There we go. Meme robot, horrible human child. Yes. All right. Next, we're going to do another Pyke skin. And this might be controversial. I don't know. But I truly think that Emperor Azir, like Warring Kingdoms, Emperor Azir, is just the best Azir skin. And there will never be a better Azir skin than this. It is phenomenal. Like the splash art, the actually making him an animal in this one, to like finally a full bird. The Warring Kingdoms aesthetic fits him perfectly. I love this. Yeah, Elderwood is great as well. The Azir doesn't have very many. Azir, but most of Azir's early skins are kind of okay. But I think that Emperor Azir, like, this is like a true, like, emperor of an ancient army. Like, awesome. Garen and Vi as his bodyguards is a little weird. Interesting choice for his bodyguards. But, it's fine. It's Year of the Rooster, so the focus is on him, which makes sense. Can't believe they put Kung Fu Panda 2 in League of Legends, I know. All right, next, this one should be obvious. I have some gripes with this skin, but you guys will know this. It's the best-selling skin of all time, and there's a good reason for that. Elementalist Lux, even if it's not your thing, can't deny. You cannot deny the quality of this skin. Like, this is 10 skins in one is just crazy. It's never been done again. I think that's the reason why when Gun Goddess came out, everyone was just like, huh? What? We went from 10 skins in one to 4? And this is the new one? What? Yeah, I think it is a great example. Like, this is what you would do with an ultimate skin. Yeah, the fact that it's so expensive is what draws it back. But at least, like, it justifies how expensive it is because it is super high quality with a lot to it. I don't think any other ultimate skin is worth its price. I really don't. Maybe Spirit Guard Udyr will be amazing, but I doubt it. You know? If we're being honest, I feel like every ultimate skin is just a legendary skin with a couple bells and whistles added. You know? It's like the difference is barely there. Redad is the worst skin by far. So every skins in one. Yeah, that one's, it's not even technically an ultimate skin. Yeah, I just think Elementalist Lux is like this is what an ultimate skin should be. You know, and I applaud it for that. I think that's really good. And there's never been anything like it. And again, it's the best-selling skin in Riot history, despite its price. So, all right. This one is going to be a little bit weird. Because this one has no unique particle effects, no unique recall, no nothing. But this is a full bias warning here. Full, absolute, complete bias. Holy shit. Yeah, you know. Maybe the 100 bitch, though. That's Splash. Perseus. Let's see. Pantheon. Badass. Greek mythology inspired. Like. Thank you, Poison, for the 11 months. I appreciate that. Shield is so, yeah, the Medusa shield. Like, goddamn, it's so cool. It's so cool. The thing is, too, you guys saw old Perseus Pantheon? If you guys have seen old Perseus Pantheon. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. That is a really low quality image. No. Oh, God. What is that, dude? What is that? Ew. It's disgusting. And you go from this to this, you know, like that. That is excellent, absolutely phenomenal. Uh, uh, thank you, Chimeri, for the 5 months. I'm glad. No, thank you, Chimeri, for the 5 months. I appreciate that. One thing about the skin is I can't buy. That's true. It is a legacy skin, unfortunately, but it is only 520 RP. It is cheap as hell for how cool it is. All right, and finally, our last honorable mention. I have talked about this one at length, so I don't need to go over it too much. But Space Groove Blitzen Crank is just such a fun concept. What a hilarious concept. Just great. Just great. It's so good. I know. It's amazing. It's such a funny idea. Space Groove has a lot of great skins, you know. Like I'd say Gwen is probably the only one that I dislike. I like all of the rest of them. I think the rest of Space Groove is just phenomenal. I'm kind of sad they haven't brought it back, but at the same time, I'm also happy they didn't turn it into a yearly release. So when it does come back, it will be exciting. You know? All Gwen skins are horrible. How many she got now? She has 2, right? Just, no. Wait. She has Cafe Cuties and Space Groove, I think. That's it. Like 2, yeah. More than Ralph. Not for long, baby. All right. Well, funny you guys mentioned Star Guardian. This next one has nothing to do with Star Guardian, but it is a champion that's in Star Guardian and a skin line that I think, or it's not a skin line, rather, a skin for a champion that I think is heavily underrated for how great it is and how fun it is. That real Neeko, thank you for the Prime. So I am talking about Pool Party Taliyah. My number 10 is, yeah, it's Pool Party Taliyah. There's some skins in the game that I look at and like, I want to learn that champion now. You know, like I had Sentinel Graves was like that. I was like, I saw Sentinel Graves and like, I want to try Graves now. And Pool Party Taliyah is like that for Taliyah for me. Just great skin. I think she surfs on rocks, so of course she's a surfer. That perfect. And they didn't sexualize her, which is great. They did a pool party skin for a female champion, and it's like just not the champion in a bikini. You know, like it's fun. It's like this is the style of pool party that I like. I like pool party skins like this one with Taliyah, like Renekton, that go in the fun direction. You know, they try fun ideas instead of we put champion in swimmer. Like Jarvan, Pool Party. I will say I think Pool Party Jarvan is the worst one. They just put Jarvan in a Speedo. We're done. Like, that's so boring. It's nothing. So I love Pool Party when they do something fun with it. Katie and Crocus put in a bikini. No. Braum, though, I'm not a fan of Braum either. Again, it's Braum in a Speedo. That's it. You know? The shield's kind of creative, but Braum shield's always creative. Pool Party Jarvan? Yeah, that exists. People forgot. All right. Number 9. I don't even know how to do an introduction for this skin because we don't really get skins with this anymore. And I had to choose between the two. And if you guys know what I'm talking about when I say Heimer is great, it is a phenomenal skin, but the OG is better. Dragon Trainer Tristana is just, great. What a fun idea. Instead of a cannon, she carries around a little baby dragon. That's so funny. That's how she's training it. She's like, yeah, you're going to shoot your fireballs. Just great. I love it. My first legendary. It's an old skin now, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Dragon Trainer Tristana. When did this skin come out? 2015! This skin's 7 years old. And it still looks that good? God damn. That speaks volumes. Skin holds up super... Yeah, exactly. Not only is it just a really fun idea, really great execution, but it still holds up so well. 7 years. Yes, 7 years ago this skin came out. Ugh. The death... Yeah, it's sad, you know? Isn't that her second legendary? I mean, technically, Firefighter Tristana is a legendary in the same way that Red Baron Corki is technically a legendary. Like, it's not. Firefighter Tristana is as much a legendary skin. You know, it's not. It's just, it's a 975 skin. It has, like, a couple unique particle effects and sound design, which is, like, the bare minimum, you know? Why does Corki have 2 legendaries? I don't know. You guys want to know something funny? Do you guys remember the League 10 thing? When they had the whole big League of Legends 10th anniversary. And part of the special thing was that if you logged in every day and you got special rewards. No. I refuse. I refuse. But so they had a special reward for logging in every day. The final reward, or one of the final rewards, was you got a legendary skin for free. Not even a skin shard. A flat out, you got a legendary skin for free. I got Red Baron Corki. Like, thanks, Riot. Thank you. It sucks. Yeah, there's some people got Magnificent TF, or at least Annie in Wonderland's like got something going on now, but yeah, terrible. All right, now this next one was difficult. I want to put this one higher, but you guys will see how much good stuff there is going against this. And this champion just recently got a very good skin, but we're gonna go back to when I said sometimes a champion has a peak skin. Sometimes it won't get any better, you know? This is number 8. It won't get any better. It's peak. It is peak. Absolute peak skin. You know, it's amazing. How to turn another silly... Hey, you know what's the best part about this skin? It costs 975 RP. It costs half the price of a legendary skin. Like, it is phenomenal. Like, amazing. Great. And the fact that it's still voiced by the same guy who does default Fiddlesticks. You know? Like, same voice actor, but sounds like completely different characters. Just great. Happy birthday. There he is. Still the same quality? Exactly. Well, because it technically is a legendary. It is classified as a legendary skin, and when they reworked Fiddlesticks, they made it into a true legendary skin. Freddy Fazbear, that's him. Yeah, it changes the icons to the abilities. Yeah, just phenomenal skin. What a fun way to execute it. It just... great. I love it. The cage full of the demons and ravens and stuff is replaced with balloons. His little missing foot is replaced with a unicycle. Like, just so fun. So fun. And the voice lines, again, like, just Notice the crow with the party hat in the background. Yeah, there's a moo back there as well. Just great. Great stuff. All right. Now we cycle back to Star Guardian. And this one is probably going to be a bit weird coming from me. And this is probably biased because this is also a champion I enjoy. But this one is not only my favorite Star Guardian skin, but probably, yeah, I think probably the best. Now, yeah, some people are saying Jinx. That's a close one. Ahri, absolutely not. I'll be honest when I say I despise Star Guardian Ahri. Star Guardian Jinx is great. Star Guardian Jinx is fantastic. I love that one. Ahri, no, hate it. So annoying. It's not Urgot. This one is going to shock you guys. I genuinely think Star Guardian Neeko, specifically the Prestige one, is just wonderful. I think this is just a wonderful skin for Neeko. I really do. So if you guys don't know, I do play Neeko a lot. She's one of my favorite mid laners. And I will say, whenever I play not this skin, I miss the butterfly wings. It feels incomplete. Champagne pig, tomatoes, great. Yeah. I love how her familiar is the frog. I love it. It's so fun. The frog, yeah, it's just great. Great color scheme that they kind of messed it up. The new one, like the legacy one, the one that people got if they already owned the skin, where it turned like they dialed that saturation of that skin up to 11 billion. Like, you know, I kind of sucks that it kind of messed it up. I think the original is much better, but I truly really like this skin. Now, moving on to number 5. We're halfway through the list already. But this one, you guys will see coming. And I got a lot of comments on the best skins of 2021 video that I missed this one. I didn't count it because I didn't count reworks. In hindsight, it probably would have been number 1. I need, and I will express this as need, a full-on corporate skin line of Mundo as the boss, and we need his employers, or his employees. Sorry, just man. Another example of a rework taking a skin that was like, I guess this is kind of funny, and going hog wild with it. Like they went crazy. Him riding in his little tiny car, throwing the suitcase. The voice lines make me laugh every time. Just great. He becomes like Senator Armstrong. He kind of does in his ult, right? Brand must be an accountant who helps Mundo cook the books. Will it make Ahri the secretary? Okay, I'll rephrase it. Yes, I agree. Hades Simbo, thank you for the 5 months. But that's what I was gonna say, is that secretary skin should be for Rek'Sai. I think the way you make corporate skin line funny, and the reason why corporate Mundo is funny, is because a corporate skin line should consist entirely, and I specify this when I say entirely, of champions who have absolutely no right being in a corporate environment. That's why it's funny. If you put Ahri or like Jarvan in there, it's like, you know, I guess, sure. But like, it's way more fun if you have like office worker Kog'Maw, or, you know, Minister of Human Resources Fiddlesticks or something like that. Receptionist Cho'Gath. They had Secretary Rek'Sai, Gnar in there. Yeah, throw champions who have no right being in a corporate environment in there. Corporate Malphite. That would be great. Aatrox. He'd be the customer service representative, and he's just done with it. He hates it. Bel'Veth in a suit. Bel'Veth could be really funny. What if Bel'Veth is like the rival company? And that on as well. If they rework Cho'Gath, make Cho'Gath like a rival businessman to Mundo. Snooey. Snooey from Card Games, thank you for the raid. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed your stream. I was kind of surprised to see you streaming at all today. Yes. Oh no. What a victory this is that you didn't get a subscription for free. I don't understand that logic, but thank you, Sonny. Hope you had a good stream. I understand you as well are a bit sad we got no LOR reveals today, but whatever. Snowball is coffee. Corporate Ornn. Corporate Volibear would genuinely be hilarious. Or Urgot even would be really funny. Just like very inhuman champions. Or again, champions that have no right being there. Like Kled would be great as well. Tahm Kench. You know what's... This is going to sound weird. But Tahm Kench, I don't think would be very funny. He's already very polite. He's very polite, upstanding. He's a gentleman already. I think a corporate Tahm Kench would be kind of... Yeah, it'd be too easy. It'd be kind of redundant. Monsters Inc. Urgot. Corporate Nautilus, that would be funny. Aesol would be really funny. Although Aesol's like arrogant. Maybe even... Anyway, yes. Corporate Mundo, absolutely fantastic skin. And, yeah, we're moving on now to number 5. Or, no. Yeah, no, Mundo was 6. Sorry. Mundo was number 6. We're on to number 5 now. I'm stupid, brain. Anyway, number 5, a very important champion, very well associated with the number 5. If you guys know what it is. This champion is incredibly known for everything about him being about the number 5. So I of course am talking about Dark Cosmic Jhin. The famous... You guys know this. Of course I had to put him at number 5. His whole thing is about 5. You guys, look at you. Look at you. You think you're slick. Yeah. You think you're slick? Of course, I will forever not put Jhin at 4 just because it pisses you guys off and for no other reason. You guys realize the only reason I don't put Jhin at 4 is because it upsets you. That is it. And because I have the power. I have the power here. You get raided and this is what you did. Anyway, Dark Cosmic Jhin, I think we can all agree that this is... The thing is, here's the weird part. Dark Cosmic Jhin is number 5 on this list, and yet this skin is completely fantastic, and I don't think that this is Jin's peak skin. Does that make any sense? Not because this skin isn't exceptional in quality, but because Jhin is limitless. The quality of Jhin skins is through the roof. How can a champion have every single skin be a banger? Every time. Every single time Jhin has a banger skin, even when he gets a skin that's not even in League, like Pulsefire Jhin, which is a tired and stale skin line. They put Pulsefire Jhin in LOR, and it's fantastic. How do they manage this? I will hold a candle to this, that in terms of an entire package, Jhin is the perfect champion. He is the best champion League of Legends has. as a package. Design, voice lines, gameplay, skins, theme, like everything. Jhin is like, how? So in a weird way, this isn't Jin's peak skin, not because the skin isn't amazing, but because I believe Jhin could go even further beyond this. I really do. And you put him at 5. I did put him at 5. You're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the moment they make maskless Jhin, that's when it drops off a cliff. But no. There is one thing I dislike about this skin, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong about this. The 4th shot on this skin is not as satisfying as base Jhin. Everything else is more satisfying animation-wise, but the animation of the 4th shot is not as satisfying. I miss the spin. I miss the whoopoo. You know, he just does. It's a cool animation. It's not that it's a bad animation, not at all. I find the cool 4th shot flare spin around of base Jhin is just better. But again, not that Dark Cosmic's 4th shot is bad. It's just I like base version more. Jhin wearing the skin of another person. 4th shot on Project Jhin. That one is very good too. I will think. Okay. Again, I think as a package, Dark Cosmic Jin's the best one. I will say though, I think Blood Moon has the best sound design. The sound design for Blood Moon Jhin is like, it's perfect. Just it's so good. Now I want to play Jhin. Project Old Sound, that one is very good too. Although I think Project is probably the weakest in terms of design. It's still very, very good though. When your weakest skin is still like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10, you've done something right. High Noon has fantastic sound design as well. All right. Number 4, which is not Jhin. This one is Dark Cosmic Jhin better in terms of quality? Perhaps. Am I a little biased in this one? Perhaps. You know, maybe. However, the 1,000 Pierced Bear is just incredible. Just incredible. Not only because it is a fantastic skin, but because of it, we got the best of both worlds. We got, you know, the thing of people want, like, what do we do? We really like classic Volibear and like being the Thunder Bear. Like, that's a cool thing that we want to keep. But also the crazy demon, like 1,000 pierced sword sticking on its back demon thing Volibear from the story is also cool. When we rework him, what are we going to do? We're going to lose one of them. We have to choose. And of course, Volibear players are going to want what's more familiar. They're going to want to choose the Thunder Bear, so that's what happened. But the coolest thing is that Riot said, you know what? We agree with you. This is an amazing concept. So when Volibear comes out and gets reworked, we're going to make a skin based off that design, and everyone gets it for free. Like, who are you? Who are the scrolls that were running Riot at the time Volibear was getting reworked? What? Not for anymore, true, but at the time it was free. If you own Volibear, you got the skin. If you own Volibear, you got the skin. I thought it was fantastic. I'll only use 1,000 Pierced Bear on Volibear. And that's Volibear has a lot of great skins too, but 1,000 Pierce is just not only keep in mind when I'm rating these, I'm giving them not just like, this skin's very nice quality. It's like sometimes the meaning and the incentive for the creation of the skin gives it extra brownie points. And in this instance, just the goodwill of the people working on Volibear to make this a reality for everyone who wanted to see this become a reality really fantastic stuff. It's about the concept. Yeah, it's great. Great stuff. Speaking of concepts people really wanted to see that didn't happen, and as well, Pyke skins. This one, number 3, kind of upsets me because this champion doesn't have many skins. They're only like 3 skins in, and they're not going to get very many more. But at least they reached their peak. Because Dragonmancer Aurelion Soul. Holy shit. Wow. Not only is it a badass skin for Aurelion Soul, but they made Ashen real. That is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. I look at this skin and I'm like, man, I wish A-Soul was fun to play. You know? Part of what kept me sane when trying to get Mastery 7 on A-Soul was just using this skin. Because it is fantastic. Just wonderful. So soon is in like 6 months at minimum. You know, I'm actually learning how to play ASM game. I wish me good luck. First star, I think a Star Guardian skin for A-Soul would have been kind of cool. Although I think making him Arcana, like an Arcana skin for A-Soul would have worked. Again, the unfortunate part is that A-Soul's not going to get many skins, or he doesn't get many skins because he's not popular. That's my one, like, that's why I'm like, I'm, how do I put this? I am divisive on CGU for A-Soul, because on one hand, like, yeah, it's gonna be great. Hopefully, that they'll like A-Soul will be, you know, catapulted into the stratosphere of popularity, and everyone's gonna love A-Soul, and it's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna have a great time. He's gonna finally, his popularity through play rate is gonna equal the popularity he has through design. On the other hand, the poor A-Soul players, dude, like, man, imagine sticking your neck out for this guy for what, like 7 years, and then like, hey, whoop, rug pulled. So I feel kind of sad in that instance, but it's the OGW. The thing is, and this is, even if they reverted A-Soul, it's not going to fix him. It will be better for the A-Soul players for sure. It will not make him any popular. The whole reason they did the A-Soul mini rework was to try and make him more popular. He was already horrendously unpopular before the mini rework. The mini rework just made it even more so. He'd probably get like a slight boost, but fundamentally his kit is just problematic. Does he need to be popular? No, he doesn't need to be popular. But being the 3rd least played champion in the game for a character that looks like that doesn't feel right. You know, that doesn't feel right. So he doesn't need to be popular, but he should at least be played. Make it W Infinite max rank? Maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I think the E is the biggest problem. I think the E is way too broken. And then gives a thing where he get more stats. I think more stars. I think probably be more stars, right? All right. Next up, this one created insane hype for me this year. It's kind of crazy that a skin that was released this year is up this high, because I think skins have kind of been on a bit of a decline lately with the amount they're cranking out as of late. Am I the only one a bit bothered by how there's, like, you know, over 5 skins every patch? Is that weird that I'm bothered by that? Like, I thought 5 was kind of crazy, but the fact that there's so many, you know, this is the 2nd event in a row there's 10 skins. It feels like this is where all the resources, where all the money's going into, is skins. And I like skins. Skins are great. And I think it's good that more champions are getting a new skin every year. But Leona getting 4 skins in 1 year, you know, or any like Yasuo, Lux, Ari, they get like 2 skins a year now. It's just getting kind of ridiculous. And then you still have some champions who don't get a skin that year. Remember when they said we finally got the Fiddlesticks skin? That was announced 1.5 years ago. We'd be getting a Fiddlesticks skin. So, yeah, if every champion got 1 a year, I'd be totally cool with that. If every champion got something a year, that'd be great. But, you know, that's not how Riot works. So, anyway, this skin that came out this year is phenomenal. It, for me, completely changed the game on Mythic skins and why Pantheon was so fucking awful. Because Ashen Knight Pyke is... Oh! If I could give a skin rating 11 out of 10, it would be an 11 out of 10. Because my God. How cool. I still remember... Back in the old days, like it wasn't half a year ago, but Mythic skins were all just prestige skins and gemstones. You know, gemstone skins had the occasional banger. Like the one-off, that one's pretty okay. Hextech Kog'Maw's pretty alright. Swain's pretty good. But most of them are just like, eh. Why is this worth 100 mythic essence or 10 gemstones back in the old days? And then they show off Ashen Knight Pyke. Oh. You know, I'm just like, oh. This is the quality of mythic skins now? You know, they might actually be worth it. Wow, just excellent. I think one thing that goes a bit underappreciated with Ashen Knight Pyke is the sound design. The sound design on this skin is immaculate. You know, the ult themes, everything, like the sound design, the little extra details of the wings and everything. It's just absolutely amazing. And then they released Ashen Knight Pantheon, and it was, oh, what are you guys doing? What happened? What happened here? How do you go from like an 11 out of 10 skin to like a 3? What happened? It just, The song was old. Yeah, the song is great. So for Ashen Knight Mord. The thing is, I saw Ashen Knight Pyke and I was like, man, I am so excited to see what they do with it. I don't know how to feel about it with Pantheon now. I'm scared that it's like, oh God, please don't let them be of that quality. If they're of Pyke quality, I'm down. I'm game. I can't wait. But there is one skin I do think is better. And this one is going to be weird. Because this is a very old skin. I don't know if anyone's going to guess it, but it is an old skin. However, it's a great one. Not only because it was executed very, very well. It's very unique. We don't have anything like it in the game. I wish there were more like it. And what an absolute bang for your buck. I will argue it is the most bang for your buck skin in the entirety of League of Legends. I am talking about Giant Enemy Crabgot. This is a 520 RP skin, by the way. 520 RP skin with unique particle effects, unique sound design, unique voice filter, badass looking, completely changes how Urgot is. Like, it's the only kaiju skin we really have. We have nothing else like it in the game. I wish there was more like this. And he's a crab. Did I mention that? He's a crab. That makes him a 10 out of 10 on its own. And not to mention, remember what Crabgot looked like before? Again, going back to a rework. What the old Crabgot. Oh, it's so much worse than I remember. It's so much worse. It's so much worse than I remember. Holy shit. That was in the game. Oh, Jesus. It went from this to that. And again, with like Mundo and Fiddlesticks, that is a glow up for sure. It was already a funny idea that was just executed fantastically. This is a complete transformation of a complete throwaway, meant to be unappealing skin to just holy shit. Awesome. And again, it's cheap as dirt. One of the cheapest skins you can get in the game. And for the quality you get from it, it's fantastic. Should look a bit darker in game. I think that's partially the lighting. I could agree it could look a little bit darker. But I just wish they'd make more. Where's the kaiju skin? I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Let's go by, I think it's by set. Alphabetical. Is it under, okay, under kaiju. Yes. I'm sure he was. What? They designated it as its own skin line. There's only one. It's just Crabgot. He's his own skin line. Why is there not more? Yeah, just Cho'Gath, Nautilus, Maokai, Scion, like, the Asol. Like, why is this designated as its own skin line when there's only one? It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I will say, I think Giant Enemy Crabgot is the best skin in League of Legends. That is my opinion. But I asked the question to YouTube. You better say hi, YouTube, everyone, or else you're going in the gulag. Did I miss any? Did I miss any skins? You know, be sure to let me know down in the comments. Did I miss your favorite skin, perhaps? Perhaps it's one that you think is exceptionally designed. Perhaps you think that I'm a complete, idiot for thinking that Giant Enemy Crabgot is the best skin in the game. But I have the subscribers, so, my opinion is more valid than yours. That's how this works. That's what I was taught by my favorite person of all time, Logan from Paul. What a great guy. Definitely not a sociopath who needs to be thrown in jail. Oh, but it's okay. Anyway, there we go. Did it? That's a YouTube outro, right? That counts. Oh, wait. Before the video ends, I'm forgetting something. I almost forgot. I can't believe I forgot. Oh, by the way, thank you, Crumpetus, for the 2 months. And thank you, Hexa, for the 4 months. I appreciate that. I can't believe I forgot. I almost forgot. I actually lied because the best skin's Bima. I lied. I lied to all of you. Bima is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's if you had a top 10 list that was actually the top 1,300 skins in League of Legends, it would all be Bima actually. So, fuck you. Who would have seen that cut? No, you guys never saw it coming. It's the best skin. Sorry. If every skin in the game was replaced with Bima, we'd have world peace. That's it. Every chroma is a separate spot. What a shocker, I know. It's the best one. What can I say? It's the best one. It's the best. In all seriousness, no. Bima is like peak Kog'Maw skin, right? Like, there's never gonna be a better Kog'Maw skin than this. I'd be fine. As this is coming to someone whose Kog'Maw is like one of my favorite champions in my top 3. I'd be fine never getting a Kog'Maw skin again. I'm satisfied. You know? Yeah, why have you not had a B trait in TFT yet? What's going on? Where's Bima plushie? You know what there is, though? There's, it's not Bima, but, I don't think I'd put Karate Kennen in there, to be honest. Thank you, Toby Boy, for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Let me find it. Yes. This is real. I'm pointing this out. This is real, by the way. This is real. This is real. It's not available for purchase yet, though. But it's not. It is real. It is real. I actually have right here. I'll grab him. You can't see him, but I have Chonk here. I have my Chonk plushie. He guards the desk. He sits atop the desk and he guards it all. Yeah, I know. They made a Kog'Maw plushie. It's great. It's everything I wanted. Not as good as Renekton plush. No. Chonk is better. Renekton plush is a meme. A pretty good one, but it is a meme. Since someone could take the turn to Bima, I feel like it'd be easier to just flat out make an original Bima. How much you feel like the B on Yumi's book right now? And there's a turtle. If that's what you mean. Hey, would you buy the entire stock? Kindred plushie? Yeah, there's a Kindred plushie as well. That one's pretty good. I thought it was a frog. Is that it's got a shell. See? A little shell. He's a turtle. He's a turtle. Yeah. Oh, plushie a chip. I know. I don't know how Riot hasn't made a chip plushie yet. It's baffling. You know? Yeah, exactly. Like, where is it? Am I going to play TFT today? I don't know. Pick up a rock. If you guys aren't aware, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you might notice I've been posting tweets at very early hours in the morning. So I had a very, 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 very bad sleep schedule. I was going to bed, like going into bed at 8 in the morning and waking up at like 5. It was really bad. And it took me ages to turn that around. And I did. I finally turned it around. And then the Belveth video came out. And I pulled an all-nighter doing like the little last edits for it. You got to try AP. AP's the way, I'm telling you. But thank you, Bumble Life, for the 13 months. But I finally turned it around, and then the Belveth video happened, and I pulled one all-nighter. One. I was up till, I think, 5 in the morning, finishing the Belveth video, making sure it was ready to go. That was it. Sleep schedule destroyed. So now I'm through the process of trying to fix it again, and the way that I fix it is it's not very good if I have like school or something, but thankfully it's summer right now, so I don't have school. I can just focus on trying to fix it. But I stay up as late as I can every day, and then just push it back. So now I'm at the point where I've cycled it around enough that I'm going to bed at 5 p.m. I went to bed at 5 p.m. yesterday, so the goal is to go to bed at least to 6 p.m. today. So eventually I cycle it back around. I'm going to die. It's been working. It's been working. Sleep. I woke up at 2:30 this morning. That's bad. It's working. I've nearly cycled myself back around. It's a lot better than because I tried other methods. That's the thing, is I tried other methods. And you guys don't. I know you guys are saying sleep, as if I haven't slept yet, but I have. Guys, I've gotten my 8 hours. It's just at a different time of the day. That's the thing. I got my 8 hours. It's just I'm pushing back when that 8 hours starts by an hour every day. That's the only way I can get my brain to do it. So I'm still getting sleep. It's just at weird times of the day. So eventually, as I push it back, it will be back to a normal time where I can like go to bed at 2 in the morning and wake up at 10. You know, like that's my ideal one that I want to be at, so that I'm still awake during the day, you know, and I can be productive. Because I feel like, riddle me this, or not, say, why do I do that? Answer me this. If you feel that it is way harder to be productive during the night than it is during the day. For me, it's way easier to be productive during the day. Because if you're in here at night, like the lights are off and your brain thinks, oh, it's rest time. So I don't get anything done at night. So I like being up during the day. Same problem too. I sleep 6 hours. If I sleep 6 hours, that's it. No more sleep for the day. Hasn't been having corporate stints. Yeah, that'd be funny. Work a lot harder at night. Yeah, some people are like that. Some people are like full on night owls. You know, they enjoy working at night. I mean, I was working at night. The thing is, it's also distraction because my friends are all up at that time, so I don't get a lot of work done when that's happening. And again, like I was very not productive. I've been playing Monster Hunter for a lot recently. I wish I could stream it, to be honest. Like I wish I could stream Monster Hunter, but I haven't figured out how to fix the frame rate issues. I've had very, very bad frame rate issues for the entirety of it. It sucks. What's my favorite monster? Are you talking about of all time or in Sunbreak? Of all time, probably Kulteroth. I really like Kulteroth. Very cool. In Sunbreak, Gore. I've never gotten to fight Gore before. I finally fought Gore Magala for the first time. Man, I can see why he's a fan favorite. Really cool. Rise is a really fun game. It is. It's great. Susu's playing by Survivor, and it looks like a slideshow. Bolting Space, thank you for the 4 months. And Tinky, thank you for the 17 months. Welcome back, Tinky. Oh, yeah, Garangulum. Oh, I love Garangulum. Great. I think, so, I've seen a bunch of people very upset about the amount of monsters in the expansion. You know, like there's only 17 new monsters, I think, right? I think. Right, it's less than Iceborne. That's for sure. The thing people don't realize is that the reason that roster looks so dramatically different is because Iceborne's roster was heavily inflated by subspecies. Of like half of the new monsters from Iceborne were subspecies. Cool subspecies. However, the Rise monsters are so like it feels like there was a lot of love and care into every single one, you know? Like even though there's a bunch like Espinas and Seregios are still like flying wyverns, they feel very, very unique. Very cool. Although subspecies are not really my thing. Although I will say Bob, you know, Blood Orange Bishatin, Bob is amazing. Monster World or Monster Hunter Rise. I'll tell you the truth. I couldn't choose a favorite. Bob, yeah. Blood Orange Bishatin or Bob. He doesn't throw oranges though. He throws pine cones, but BPB doesn't sound as funny as Bob. Got rid of a lot of filler. There are a lot of things that Rise does better and things that World does better. World obviously does better graphically. World does better with environments. World does better with story. Weirdly enough, I think World does better with characters. The characters of World are way more memorable to me than any of the characters in Rise. The only one I remember from Rise is Elder Fugen because he has this really creepy laugh in the first cutscene. Yeah, ironically, the handlers of... But, you know, I really like all the other characters. Yeah, about those exploding pine cones. Really fun. Main weapon. I've swapped a lot. When I first played World on console, I played primarily Insect Glaive and then Hammer. And then when World on PC came out, I switched to like Hammer Greatsword. And then when Iceborne came out on console, I played purely Hammer and pretty much purely Hammer for Iceborne on PC. Oh, sorry, it was on console. I played purely Hammer, and then on PC I played Hammer and Greatsword. And then for Rise on Switch, I played exclusively, and I mean exclusively, Hunting Horn. And then Rise on PC, I played Hammer. And for the entirety of Sunbreak, I have played exclusively Gunlance. I've never played anything like Gunlance before. What a fun weapon. Holy moly. Super fun. Yeah, Gunlance is what a... Turn on the rocket boosters. Like, man, it's so much fun. And having the shield feels really good too. I'm so used to playing Hammer and having no defensive tools, having to roll out of the way. But having the shield feels so good. I main longsword. Get him! Everyone's sick of him. There's a longsword user in the chat. Just kidding. President only fought Rathalos and Smash Ultimate. You consider a monster enthusiast. I mean, I guess. Insect Glaive 4 is lava. Insect Glaive's really... I tried to play Insect Glaive again in Rise. But the controls are completely different because they had to make room for the wire bug. So it was like I couldn't get used to it. What's wrong with Longsword? So in World, I had no problem with... They were annoying. You know, if you had Longsword players in your party, you need to get flinch free because Longsword players, every attack they do interrupts you. It's very annoying. And they have a very large weapon. Yeah, they'd always stagger you. Especially... And it was annoying because I'd be playing Hammer or any weapon that wants to go for the head. And these longsword players with this enormous slicing weapon with crazy severing damage that literally is printed on the metal. I chop tails and they go for the head. Bitch, that's my spot. I'm not going for the tail because my weapon doesn't do anything to it. Your weapon is meant for cutting tails. What are you doing on the head? Get out. You're interrupting my attack. I can't do my big bonk because of you. So they were annoying, but it was the popular weapon. You know, it was. I say Longsword was like the Yasuo of Monster Hunter World, where it was like, man, it's kind of annoying. I can deal with it though, and it's just really popular. Longsword in Monster Hunter Rise is Yone. Where it is so stupidly overloaded and overpowered, you put a monkey on Longsword and he could complete Sunbreak. They not only is it the most popular weapon in the game, not only is it the most highest damage dealing weapon in the game, it's the easiest weapon. It's playing the game on easy mode. What if I had a free counter for everything? You know, other weapons have to use wire bugs to get effective counters. No, Longsword has that for free. Just free counters. Never take damage, ever. Big damage all the time, everywhere. It's, yeah. And then they're entitled. I don't know. Every Longsword player I've come across is just very entitled. It's eh. So here's what BMOS the best skinny. What platforms Monster Hunter on? World is on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox. The next box. I don't know what it's called. It's on Nextbox and on PC, and Rise is on Switch and PC. Switch Axe is the speedrunner's choice. Interesting. I wanted to try Switch Axe, but roleplay is rated. My favorite weapon was Hunting Horn. That caused me. I ask you, were you playing in Rise or on World? If you're playing in World, I understand that completely. In World, Hunting Horn was just the meme support weapon. You can't do anything without your team. In Rise, Hunting Horn is a beast. I played through most of Rise solo. Yeah, okay, Cosmu, they completely changed Hunting Horn in Rise. It is a beast in Rise. You can solo the entire game with Hunting Horn. They turn it into Hammer. It's like an impact weapon. You go for the head, big bonks, lots of spins, big buffs. Great time. Absolutely great. Yeah, you break dance to attack. It's so fun. You have an attack where you slam the Hunting Horn into its face and create a big ass explosion. Does like 300 damage. Oh, so fun. I used Switch Axe when I first started World. I moved on to Hammer. I've been going back to Switch Axe recently with Rise. I want to experiment with more stuff, but again, like I just been having so much fun with Gun Lance. I'm like, do I want to try something else? I don't know. I've been having a good time. Big bonks are great. Just it's done all the time. Yeah. The thing about Monster Hunter weapons, especially like those ones, they're very slow. Very, very slow, but they have weight, you know? Like that hammer attack, when you get it off, it's so satisfying. Because you feel the weight of this giant hammer clobbing this thing in the face, you know? If ever be a dual blade main, I've been playing through Sunbreak with my friend Womper, and he played dual blades through the entire of the story. We just beat the final boss the other day. Again, I want to stream it, so maybe I should look more into figuring out how to fix it, because I would love to stream Sunbreak, because I have not played League since Sunbreak came out, so I have been all my free time has gone to Sunbreak. When you guys start reviewing skins, we did. Actually, we did. We did through the top 10 skins. Maybe you want to go play it. It's a good game. It's a great game. Monster Hunter saved him from League. But bowgun ult is really funny. I'll be honest, I'm not fond of the ranged weapons. For the same, like when I say, like, you know, the hammer looks so satisfying. The gun weapons feel so unsatisfying. Except, you know what, it was like the Zinogre heavy bowgun in World, where you'd get right up in the monster's face and shoot them like dead straight, like it was a shotgun. That was really fun. Viewer streams on Sunbreak would be fun. That'd be kind of good. I wouldn't mind. Again, it's not because I don't want to, but because my computer drops to like 10 frames a second when I tried to stream it. It was terrible. I've seen new sessions. No, but I want to see it. I'm a bit confused by it, because isn't Fiddlesticks supposed to be the villain? Why is he hanging out with Taliyah? I don't dislike it. I think it's very wholesome, but it's just kind of strange. Butterfly Kog'Maw will be Crabgot tier. They could make Butterfly Kog'Maw like Mothra, like make it a kaiju skin. That'd be fun. Fatalis heavy bowgun. To be fair, all the Fatalis weapons were disgusting. Inner demon. It's just for sessions. That would make sense. It's just kind of strange. But yeah. Yeah, Mothra would be kind of fun. I just want kaiju skins. Kaiju skins would be hilarious and fantastic. I'm farming Safi right now. Safi was such a great fight. Oh, man. I remember Kulv. I really liked Kulv Taroth. But Kulv Taroth, like, the siege would kind of get a bit boring after a while. Mostly because you didn't get right into the fight. When they made Kulv Taroth like a full-on, just go in there and fight her immediately, great time. But Safi was like, yeah, you guys got it right off the get-go. Great fight. Do you think we'll get Fatalis or a different Black Dragon in Rise? I don't know. It'd be weird to just do Fatalis again. I don't know. Yeah, I did hear. I think I mentioned the RP price increase at the beginning of the stream. Have you played Stardew Valley? No, because those games are not my thing at all. Those games are not my style. Wait, is Monster Hunter like the Epic Games monster fighting game? Are you talking about Dauntless? Hello, Claudia. Maybe White Fatalis. I guess. You could. Oh, I tried Dauntless. Man, man, that was. I tried it for like a good hour and I uninstalled. Like, man, nothing has any weight to it. It feels so unsatisfying. And I know, like, graphics are like, you shouldn't judge a game by its graphics, but I feel like I'm playing bootleg Fortnite, you know? And it's made by Epic Games, so that makes sense, but it doesn't feel good, you know? And there's like a tutorial monster that takes you like 3 minutes to beat. Yeah, it was really weird, but it was like a free to play battle pass system. And top of that, you could buy armor, couldn't you? Is Rise a good game to start if you've never played? I will say Rise is the easiest Monster Hunter of all time. So if there's any game to get started with Monster Hunter, it would be Rise. Yeah. It's also got like World and Rise trimmed a lot of the fat of the older games. I went back to try and play Generations, and like it doesn't feel the same. I think like after you've gotten a taste of World and Rise, like the older games just don't hit as well. So many little nitpicky things like, man, why does my pickaxe break? Why is it separated into individual zones? Why don't I have to throw paintballs at the monsters just to track them? It's just eh. Ghoulman posted a video about Valorant. Very nice. I'll be looking at that later. You could craft armor and buy more aesthetic armor. You could still do that in Rise. There's layered armor. There's a whole thing about layered armor that you buy armor that only changes how you look. And they have that for all armor sets. You don't feel like flexing after using a potion? I mean, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that, but the streamline, I think streamlining it was great. But speaking of, I think we all know that Monster Hunter World 2 is coming out. They're working on it 100%, right? There's no way they're not. But the armor you buy is like real world money. Oh, so you mean like oh yeah. Well, see, the thing is, you say please be true. It is 100% true. There's no way. Oh, they make money on layered armor Dauntless. That feels Monster Hunter Universe. We're going to outer space. But like it's just it's gonna be real. There's gonna be a Monster Hunter World 2. How many? Let me find actually. Sales Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World has sold 18 million units. 18 million. And a graph. Look at World compared to every other Capcom game in existence. Look at that. It's not even close. It's not even close. Am I a furry? No. Yeah, it's not even close. More than double. That you're telling me they're and look at Iceborne. The expansion to the game sold almost 6 million units. It's a pretty big, exactly, right? Huge difference. There's Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 2. That game's legendary. Not even close. Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2 sells well. That one's going to be interesting. See how that one does. But yeah, there is no way. How did Resident Evil 6 still the same as 7? I have no idea. Street Fighter 5 was kind of bad, let's be honest. Yeah, it's Street Fighter 5. I'm just saying in terms of like it's Street Fighter. Like Street Fighter is one of the biggest game franchises of all time. And Monster Hunter was a very niche game. Monster Hunter was played pretty much exclusively in Japan on portable devices like the PSP and 3DS. And then they brought like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to market this one towards Western audiences, put it on home consoles, trim the fat, try and make it the best we can. And there you go. Sales speak for themselves. There's no way they're not working on a Monster Hunter World 2. because that's gonna do numbers. Rise, unfortunately, Rise could have done way better than it did, but unfortunately, it is restricted by Switch hardware. It's because it's only selling on portable consoles. Yeah, but it's also like the game mechanics were just kind of very difficult for new players to get into. So there's no way they're not making a new one. And it's going to do great. I don't know when it's going to come out. I would imagine... Well, I'm going to imagine... And this is going to sound kind of weird. I think Monster Hunter is going to become a yearly franchise. Because it's kind of what happened, right? Worlds came out, and then, a year later, Iceborne got announced, and then Iceborne comes out. A year later, Rise comes out, and then a year later, Sunbreak comes out. So I imagine in, start of next year, we'll hear something about Monster Hunter World 2. So you say, oh no, Arctic Sherman, here's the thing. Yearly franchises are usually bad because they crank them out like there's no tomorrow. Counter argument, Monster Hunter games are developed not only by two different teams, but are insanely high quality. Yearly franchise, if this is the quality of the game in a yearly franchise, I'm down, great games. So if they want to keep making more, we get a new Monster Hunter game, like a brand new one every 2 or 3 years, I'm good. Yeah, Rise is getting support until 2023, yeah. So a good year's worth of that kind of stuff. I think Rise was announced only a couple months after Fatalis, wasn't it? Monster Hunter Multiverse or Madness. Oh. The things they make in only 1 year is nuts. Yeah. To be fair, again, they have multiple teams working on it. So that's why they can get it out as fast as they can, because they have a lot of people. I think it was something I think there's 700 employees working at Capcom or something like that, and 300 of them are Monster Hunter. They have a lot of people dedicated to working on Monster Hunter. The last hope. Into the Monsterverse. I don't know what they... Again, it would probably be World 2, so we'd probably go back to the new world. I don't know. Doesn't Chonk kind of look like Dodogama? A little bit. Yeah, I looked down because I have him in my lap right now. I guess so, yeah. You kind of do look like Chonk. You do look like Dodogama. Dodogama is great. Monster Hunter Endgame. Yeah, well, the thing is, Monster Hunter was... It's not like Monster Hunter was... it was always huge in Japan. But that was the thing. It was like a Japan game. It was enjoyed by people in Japan. And then they're like, oh, you know what we're going to try? We're going to try maybe market this to people outside of Japan. See how it goes. Oh, that did great. Remember Maxar made a video about Monster Hunter World and showed a dinosaur blinding him or something. Yeah, that was Zitsuyaku, paparazzi monster. So I think they're going to do it. I think it's going to be great when they do it, though. It's going to be a good time. Again, one of my favorite game franchises ever. I love it. I have a weird problem. How many of you guys are on board with me with this? Or against me on this, rather? So I noticed this while I was talking to Scooch. Scooch is one of those people that is not fond of playing games that are League-esque. And by that I mean games that require you to dedicate a lot of time to it. He more prefers to play a lot of different kinds of games. Oryako's like this too. Whereas I like playing games that I can always come back to. I like coming back to always coming back to Monster Hunter. I love always coming back to Runeterra or League. So the difference is Scooch likes a little of a lot, and I like a lot of a little. That makes sense? Does that make any sense? Some people have a lot of games they enjoy. They play a lot of different kinds of games. And then there are people like me who there's only a few games that they like, but they play those games a lot. Yeah, kind of like MMO players. dude, when that League MMO comes out, I'm like, ugh. So for example, like it's hard for me to start up a new game. Like I don't play many indie games, or like I hesitate to get a new game because like, nah, my time's already dedicated to this. Like I already have time dedicated to League or Monster Hunter or Runeterra or something, you know. Yeah, you can pick, but like, some people are like that. They pick up a game, play the game, and move on. I very rarely have that. Even with a game that I only played for like a while, like when I tried Breath of the Wild, I was sucked into that game for a solid month. I did nothing but just play Breath of the Wild for a month. Because that's just how I suck myself to like 1 or 2 games and I'm good. I like this new mile. This was your expression. Yeah, I really am fond of how expressive it is. I think it's really cool. And actually, the lip syncing is kind of, it works mostly. it's not just hi guys. It's me. I'm talking. It's like it actually works. When that League MMO comes out, the money time are gone. Yeah, I know. There's that. But that's not coming out for ages. Do you miss the 2D model? Yeah. Yeah. It will always hold a special place in my heart. It was especially nice because a viewer of mine, if you guys know B-Sauce, is the one who made it. So that was kind of an extra special thing that it was made by someone that follows me and like has been watching my stuff for a while. And they made, if you see like the fan art stuff at the beginning of the stream, whenever I put that stuff on, a lot of that fan art's from them. They're just cool people. I'll actually destroy my free time. Project L. Oh my god. I think we're going to hear something about Project L soon because Evo's coming up. Evo's very, very soon. It's in like a month away or something. So I imagine they said they weren't going dark again. And the people in charge of Project L literally founded Evo. And originally Project L was announced at Evo. I don't know if do you guys know that? That when the first time we found out about Project L, it wasn't called Project L, but it was announced that Riot was making a fighting game at Evo before the League 10 anniversary happened. Yeah. Let me find it. Riot announces fighting game at Evo. I wish I could find it, but it was the game's director announcing it. Same speculation as KDA event. Same speculation. Oh, here we go. I found it. I doubt you guys. I probably turned down the volume a lot, so you guys probably can't hear it very well. So let me turn. My OBS is frozen. Okay.
So it's been a bit.
There we go.
So back in 2016, when we joined forces with Riot, I said that we were going to go in the hole for a while, right? And I want to be able to let people in on maybe like the worst kept secret in the universe, which is I can confirm that we are working on a fighting game for Riot.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. So that was announced at Evo before the League 10 anniversary. So we knew about it before then. And we knew it was happening because why would Riot buy a fighting game studio and then not make a fighting game? You know? Who's all been confirmed for Project L? I know Jinx, Darius, Echo. I think I saw Neeko. No, Neeko wasn't confirmed. In the earliest build, we saw Katarina. The thing is, if you guys, I don't know if you follow the director on Twitter, but they made an announcement only like a few months ago that they hadn't even decided the roster yet. So that vertical slice we saw with Darius, Ahri, Echo, Jinx, that was a very vertical slice. Like, the roster's not even decided yet. But that also means earlier champions that I thought would not have made it, like Volibear or Set, stand a good chance completely. Stand as equal chance as any other. What character do you want the most? Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is perfect. Wasn't there a leak showing Neeko? If it was a leak, then I definitely didn't see it because I don't look at leaks. Very early development. Yeah, it's a vertical slice. So the idea of a vertical slice is that they hyper develop a specific segment of the game to make it look presentable. So like that's what the finished product will likely look like, but the rest of the game's not even anywhere near close to what that looks like. Like imagine a vertical slice of an animated movie. Like if they animated Ratatouille, you know, and the entire movie's in storyboard phase, but they have that one scene of Remy actually cooking in the kitchen for the first time. It's fully done, fully animated, lighting, everything's done. Like that specific little scene is done, and they present that as like, this is what the movie's going to look like. That's a vertical slice. Set must be in the game. It's going to be. Oh, Samira has to be in the game for sure. I wanted to make a video about it, actually, about what I think who would be in the game, but I wanted to wait until we got a bit more info about Project Hell, because at the moment we're kind of in the dark. Again, like the whole roster isn't even decided, so I'd like to know like a couple things. Yeah, I think there's no way Set doesn't make it in the game at this point now. Lulu, but she brought you to death with her fist. Lulu doesn't really strike me as a you know, a brawler, to be honest, but you know, maybe. Silas would be cool, yeah. Fiora would be kind of cool. I think like there's better Demacians than Fiora though. Gotta get back to video making, streaming now one more time. Excellent. Being a duelist, yeah. What Yordle would make it? Kled would be great. Kled or Rumble, I think. I think if you're gonna put a Yordle in the game, you need one who is able to be taller, so that you can avoid the travesty that is small character hitboxes in fighting games. So it would either be Kled or Rumble, I think. One of those two. You could even put Vigar in his little mech if you wanted to, but I feel like Kled would be the best one. Lulu would be the obligatory pet fighter. I'd argue that would be Nunu and Willump. Gnar. But he'd be small most of the time. He'd only go into Mega Gnar some of the time. If he was always Mega Gnar, then I guess so, but that would be kind of weird. That'd be like, if they made it so like, the character is Mega Gnar, it'd be weird. Corki? Oh, please not Corki. Nautilus? Nautilus would be cool. Yeah, he would work really well as like the big super armor character. Tom Kench, that'd be kind of cool. I think if you're going to put in like a big super armor, heavy, like tanky character, but you could also do Ornn. Ornn would be really cool. Or even Braum as like the big super tank, super armor character. Willump is really a pet. Yeah, but it'd be like Ferrotor. It'd be like a duo. Volibear would be awesome. Oh, Riven and Lee Sin are going to be in for sure. 100%. Udyr actually could. That's the weird part, is Udyr could, because, again, like, they're so late at deciding it that Udyr's... We still haven't heard anything about Udyr, by the way. I made a joke in a video from last year in June that we wouldn't be seeing the Udyr rework until August 2022, when they said it would be out in, like, the first, like, the early part of 2022. And here we are. We're almost at... July is Star Guardian month, so you know we're not getting Udyr now. Aatrox? That'd be kind of cool. Oh, Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser would be the big, beefy, super armor character. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so it's going to be August, for sure. Or it's probably going to be August, because there's no way they're going to release Udyr in the middle of Star Guardian. Before we get a rework every 2 years? Yeah, it's getting kind of... It's getting a bit ridiculous. I think we're almost at the end of the last roadmap, aren't we? Because now we have Neela. Who else is left? There's Udyr, and then there's the Shuriman tank, right? And I imagine we'll probably get... After Udyr, we'll probably get a new roadmap, right? We used to get, what, 3 a year, I think? Star Guardian Udyr. Maybe that's the surprise, and that's why it's taking so long. No, ASOL's not to the end of the year. They announced that they were working on an ASOL CG, but they had just started. So they said in the post that the ASOL CG wouldn't be till the end of the year. We got confirmation on that. So I mean, in terms of like the actual timeline, is Udyr and then the Shuriman tank. Next, they add skins to Project L. I would not be shocked if skins is the main monetary way that they make Project L work. I would be shocked if Project L is not free to play. Like, they make it work like Valorant, where you unlock the characters and play, and then you have cosmetics for champions, like skins that you can buy. I would not be shocked at all if that's the way they monetize it. Because it would be the first real free-to-play fighting game, wouldn't it? Like, Killer Instinct was kind of like that, where you pay like $5 per character, or you get the season's pass, which I imagine they probably do that as well. They forgot about Ari ASU? You're right! Whatever happened to Ari? What? That was announced in January. What happened? Where'd it go? It just disappeared. There's no more Ari. What Ari? I don't know what you're talking about. It never existed. Nothing. There's no Ari. You're crazy. They teased the Pride trailer too. Yeah, that's the weirdest part. Is they teased it and then it never happened. Cho'Gath ate her ASU. Oh, good. Also, L came to light as a free-to-play. A ton of fighting game devs came together in Japan. This big summit. Probably will be released with Star Guardian. That would be maybe the Star Guardian Ari is the patch that gets revealed tomorrow. I don't know. You think Ari ASU would have been a big deal with all the skins she sells? Yeah. But again, the whole thing with ASUs is that ASUs don't get their own team. ASUs are handled entirely by the skins team, which means it's up to Riot to be like, okay, we're not going to make any new skins this patch. You're going to update an old champion instead. And how often is Riot going to want to do that? Especially evident by High Noon getting 10 skins, Star Guardian getting 10 skins. Every skin patch has like 5 to 6, 7 skins now. Like, ASUs are going to be at a snail's pace. Because Riot's is like, this doesn't make as much profit. Why would we do that? That's what it is. It's down to profit. That's what entirely motivates Riot nowadays is profit. And I feel bad for the people that, like the rioters. I think that's an important distinction to make, is the rioters are working hard to do the best they can with what they have. It's the people at the very top that are money-hungry bastards that don't let them, try new things and experiment, You think they would by now, Like, you guys know that KDA and Star Guardian were shut down multiple times? Like, the people pitching those ideas had to fight for that to be real. And the execs were like, oh, no. People would not be interested in that at all. No. Not at all. Go back to making more buff dudes in armor. That's all you make. That's all the skins you make. Go back to doing that. And then they finally got it approved. And then look what happened. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. They had to fight to make it real. Tons and tons of proposals. So now it's the reverse. Now it's like, hey, we want to try out something new. Like, can we try out like a new thing? And the execs at Riot like, well, that's not an anime skin. No, you can't. No, when has trying something new ever paid off for us? And then they don't do it. So it's kind of strange. You think that they'd let the developers working on Riot, working on events and skins and champions actually try something new instead of, more money in the long run or less money quick. Yeah, they want the money quick. Yeah, TF and Graves. And another thing, TF and Graves or Diana Leona, like those were shut down constantly. They were completely intended from the original point for them to be that way, but corporate says no, so they can't. And they had to fight to make it real. It's real now, but again, like they have to fight to do it. And this going to be based on Pokemon that look like, oh yeah, that skin slide's still coming out. I really hope it's not Janna and Ezreal, because they already have Star Guardian, which is basically the same thing. If they're going to do like Pokemon inspired, shouldn't it be champions who are actually like duo champions? You know, like Nunu or Sejuani or Kled. You know, Yorick would be amazing. Like it should be champions who actually have another part to them, not just like, hey, we slapped a rat on top of on top of Ezreal's forearm. There you go. Kindred would be pretty good. Ivern would be great. Pokemon Twitch. Kane. Oh, Belveth. She already has a video gamey skin, so I'm not sure. They could make it very different, though. Udyr turning into other Pokemon. What's the dream Ivern skin for you? Christmas tree Ivern. I want Christmas tree Ivern, reindeer Lilia, and Santa Orn. That's my dream skin line. Like Furry Oswald looks. Oh god, not that. Watch Lamb be the human. Yeah, that's the only thing that would hold me back from Kindred Pokemon trainers, because they make Lamb human again. So I'm kind of sick of them. Like, you did it once with Spirit Blossom, and it was tasteful in Spirit Blossom, you know? Like, that one was executed well. Okay. And then they did it for Porcelain, and just, no, stop. You did it once, you did it well. Don't do it anymore. Yeah, Krampus Volibear. That was the one I missed. Yeah. Santa Orden, Krampus Volibear. How let's play show up YouTube. Just wanted to say we like YouTube videos. Hope you have a great trip. Thank you here. Thank you. Oh, Starguard and Tarek? Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. You know, there's still Legends of Runeterra. Legends of Runeterra could have exclusive Star Guardian skins. There's a chance. Maybe. Maybe. Winter Wonderland fans on Serious Hopium. Yeah, I know. It's been 4 years. Same with Mundo. Mundo hasn't had a skin. You guys know Mundo's last skin was Frozen Prince? He hasn't had a new skin since then. Kind of tragic. Kind of sucks. B skin. Well, we got B skins this year, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, LOR, Kaisa. Yeah, I think the ones we know for LOR, there's Kaisa, Jinx, and Senna. They broke the no skin curse for Fiddlesticks. They did, finally. Finally. You know how long Udyr's going to be there, though? Udyr's already over 1,000 days, and he's getting a rework. He's not going to get a skin for ages. He's not, like... I hope at least with the Udyr rework, they streamline the ability to make skins for him. That would be nice. Yeah, Zillion hasn't got anything since 2019. Yeah. What's my favorite Skarner skin? Probably Battlecast. I have a new design, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, hello.
Sargon Sand looks better than the legendary Kaisa skin. Well, the Kaisa one just looks like Lux. Yeah, Kaisa looks like Lux with shoulder pauldrons. They look like the same design. Senna actually looks different. Goes back to antlers, yeah. Well, he's coming with a few skins. His skins are getting updated. That's different from getting a new skin. He's getting updated skins. And it's not even like Mundo and Fiddle at least had a huge catalog of skins to choose from. Udyr only has like 4 or 5. Udyr has very few skins for how old of a champion he is. I think, doesn't Yone have almost as many skins as Udyr? Just like, I think he's like one off. Like, I want Corki to get a full update. Cho'Gath to Ice the Bond Corki. Yeah, Corki would be great with an update. So would Cho'Gath. They're going to rework. Oh, yeah, the Gothic skins. Whatever happened to those? I haven't heard anything about that. Viego has 3 already. Yeah. Black Belt, Primal, Jamathan, Dragonmancer. Yeah, so 5. He's got 5. Ooh. I feel like a Sinister thing we should get double cross him at any time. Maybe. Oh, for Kaisa, you mean? Launch Gothic before Worlds. That'd be nice. Yeah. Oh, because when did Crime City Nightmare come out? That's like should be our estimate. I don't think they're gonna rework the original 3. They're probably just gonna release new ones, like they did for when they released Crime City and Debonair. They didn't do anything with that. They're like, the old ones are still there. You know, it's fine. Spirit Guard isn't a skin, it's a paid visual update. Well, it's going to be a skin now, at least. At least now it's going to be. Oriana needs the rework. I think Oriana would do great with a visual update in general. So. Backpellow's potato sack. It kind of is, yeah. Emu T's Gothic Poppy and Tristana. Maybe. I mean, there's already Noxus Poppy. I feel like that would be kind of, too similar. Zombie skins. Oh, the zombie skins were great. Zombie Nunu and Zombie Brand are fantastic. I think it's, well, okay. I'm not a fan of Starguard and Oriana making her humans, like, weird, but it would have looked terrible with her old animations. So I'm glad they did give it unique animations. Because Starguard Oriana would look so wrong with her old animations. It would have looked really bad. So they gave it unique animations. That's good. Like, kudos to the team working on it. Or, yeah, visual effect update is completely different. That is the particle effects on the abilities. Rel could work with the Pokemon skin for sure. Starting at being Wild Rift exclusive. Just, here's the thing. You can be sad about skins being on Wild Rift, sure. I would have liked Dream Raider Nasus to be on PC. That skin's very cool. Even Detective Senna. Those are cool. I like them. The thing is, I get upset when, you know what it is? I come from this perspective of a PC player. PC players are greedy. Very greedy. Because they look at the Starguard skins, especially the redacted stands, and they look at like, I can't believe this. How could you put this skin on Wild Rift and not PC? I can't. Why did they get to have it and we don't? Like, bruh, do you know how many skins Ari has on PC compared to Wild Rift? It takes double the amount of time to make any skin for Wild Rift. Wild Rift is never going to have the amount of skins that PC has. So I think it's completely justified for them to have their own skins. Completely. It's completely, because they are never going to have most of what we have. They are going to have a fraction of what we have. So them having their own stuff, completely justified. Same for Runeterra. Runeterra has plenty of unique skins because they're never going to be able to have the same amount that League does. And on top of that, the redacted stands got really angry about it, despite the fact they had just gotten 2 skins. Which was, and then there was like the whole like hate raid plan to like harass developers who had nothing to do with it. Like, just madness. It's like, no, let the Wild Rift players have their skins. It's okay. You know? Like, you can let them have Star Guardian Senna. You just got 2 Senna skins. It's okay. You know, let them have their own stuff. Yeah, exactly. Runeterra skins don't have to... Exactly. They can make, like, Arcade Anavia, right? Like, Arcade Anavia wouldn't work at all in League of Legends, but it can work in Legends of Runeterra. It's great. Yeah, exactly. And you know, Redacted came out to Wild Rift. This is her first skin for Wild Rift since her release. Do you guys know that? That's her first one, and I'm pretty sure she only has the all-out... She doesn't even have the 3 forms of KDA, if I'm pretty sure, in Wild Rift. If I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, be sure to correct me on that. But regardless, she hasn't had a skin on there in almost 2 years. Yeah, she only has Superstar. Well, there you go. Even then, they only have a fraction. Yeah, so it's like... Yeah, so this is her first skin in a year and a half. So PC players just going bananas. It's like, you just got a new skin, a prestige skin. Calm yourself. Let them have something. If you want to use it that bad, play Wild Rift. It has been true, but tons of skins have been requested for a long time. It's not like a special case. Like, oh, there's been Star Guardian skins requested for like every champion under the sun. You know? People want a Star Guardian skin for every female champion. She's no like special case. So I don't know. It's just strange. So yeah, it's a vocal minority. Yeah, but vocal minority that has a big impact and are everywhere. Wild Rift gets like a batch of skins that exactly. The level of content we get on PC compared to Wild Rift is not even comparable. We get so many skins where Wild Rift only gets it like once in a while. When new orange skin. Yeah, new orange skin would be great. We've been asking for an orange skin for so long, you know. The only exception, I will say there's one exception. I do think putting Star Guardian, Zion, Rakan as Wild Rift exclusives, that was a bit of a dick move. Not because that's fine. It's because they went on record saying that they didn't ever want to make it. Like, they're like, no, you know, people really want these skins, but we don't think it'd be good for the characters. We don't want to make it. And then they did make it and made it only available for Wild Rift. That feels scummy. But I feel the same if they only did it for PC. Like that, it's weird they did it at all, is what I'm trying to say. Corporate, because they knew it would make money. I'm pretty sure the Redeem Zion Rakan are Battle Pass rewards, though, for Wild Rift, aren't they? Which skins? For Wild Rift, they made Star Guardian Zion Rakan. They made a variant version of them where they're good guys again, with new voice lines and everything. They're making Zaya free. Dude, why is Wild Rift... That's one thing I'll be very jealous of Wild Rift. Their Battle Pass system is so good. It's so good. What do we get? You know this Battle Pass is going to come out for Star Guardians. It's going to be the same $15 Battle Pass. Here's 4 loot orbs to get a random skin. Grind for a month to get 1 prestige skin. Goodbye. It's terrible in comparison. It's just awful in comparison. Yeah, we get like 3 skins. Yeah, it's like the level of quality that you get from Wild Rift is just great for the Wild Pass anyway. Cause it's a mobile game, maybe, but then why is the price so much fair? Look more fair. Ken Adams. Yeah, a lot of his decisions, I don't know how much are purely his decisions, but a lot of the monetary things happening with Riot have not been good. Price increases and the Mythic overhaul just, yeah, not good. There's like 20 things Wild Rift does in comparison better than League. Yeah. I wish there's one thing I will argue that skin exclusivity is totally fine. I think champions, like, they should not have reworked Mundo on PC and not have it ready for Wild Rift at the same time. And they should not have done big visual overhauls to champions like Malphite for just Wild Rift. That doesn't make any sense to me. Expecting Syndra getting a Star Guardian Prestige on PC because Kaisa Voice has leaked Syndra being corrupted by Fiddle. That would make sense. Because she's Star Guardian. I don't know much about the Star Guardian lore, but I know that she is like teetering on the edge, right? Wild Rift exclusive champions. Oh boy. That would be kind of... New model of cast, only Wild Rift. Yeah, that one's kind of weird. I get when they make changes for Wild Rift that because it's Wild Rift, because, you know, try landing Ash Arrow normally on phone, like, so they have to make slight adjustments. But like complete gameplay overhauls like they did with Kassadin and Karma are very weird to keep those Wild Rift exclusive. Mundo was released in his reworked state, right? No, Mundo was released on Wild Rift, and it was old Mundo, and it was revealed like a good 2 or 3 months before the rework for PC was revealed. And then the rework for Mundo wouldn't be released till like 6 to 7 months after for Wild Rift. It was bizarre. It was like, it's so strange. Like, you're obviously working on this, but just delay it. Like, I've seen Wild Rift Pro play. They just get all the players on a couch across from each other. Well, they are on a phone. They don't need any fancy PC setup. Yeah, if we had better confirmation to be coming out for PC later, yes. It's I think champion consistency, like base design champion consistency, should be universal. They're supposed to reveal old Udyr for Wild Rift. They also did that for Runeterra, right? They revealed Udyr for Runeterra when the rework's happening. Granted, they found a way to make Runeterra and Udyr work, like it's canon. I would, you know what I would love? If when the Udyr rework comes out, we get a skin for Udyr. That's the new base design. I would love that. Yeah, we still don't know about console Wild Rift either. That's weird. Send angry emails at Riot to the Kimmy Explorer checks. Don't harass the employees. I will say, do not harass Riot employees. Do not send support tickets to them like that. Do not go to Riot August. That is not the way to do it. I don't know if you guys have watched, who here has watched Riot August's stream? Has anyone here ever watched his streams before? So do you guys agree with me on this? When I watch his streams, sometimes I watch him irregularly, but he comes off as very spiteful. And I think I look at the questions being asked because people have been very rude to him whenever I've been in chat there. People ask him very, very rude questions and are very rude to him and on things that he has no control over. So it builds up and he gets angry. Like when I've been in his stream, he frequently has had like angry outbursts. Yeah, because he has to deal with so much bullshit that it just builds up over time. And it's not fair. Like, why are you harassing the champion designer on, like, why is there no Star Guardian Seraphine on League PC? Or why is Wukong broken right now? That's not his job. That's not his job. It sucks. And so then he gets angry, and then that makes the chat angry, and then he gets more angry. It's a vicious cycle. And it sucks. I guess they updated Zillion's VFX all because his model still jack shit. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, there's that guy on Twitter who's constantly doing that stuff about Wukong. Yeah. Mortdog gets the same thing. Although in Mortdog's thing, I think he kind of plays it off a bit, and he is also the lead director of TFT, so he does have control over some of the things people have complaints about, but he still gets a lot of unnecessary bullshit. What's your favorite LOR deck? I am very fond of Udyr Swain. I very much like that. I like Deep a lot too. I like I like Mono Shurima but with Nasus and Renekton because it's, you know, the brothers, even if it's the most suboptimal way to play Mono Shurima. But what do you mean? He works for Riot, therefore it's all his fault. You know, that's the way. That's just how it is. Renekton plush. Okay, that one's harmless though. There's no harm in that one. That one's harmless. Playing Annie Anavia non-stop. Annie Anavia. Interesting. We are going to get the expansion soon. What are you guys going to be in it? I know Kai'Sa's going to be there, and it's pretty much guaranteed that Kassadin's going to be in there because of the data mine. But I hope it's not just Kai'Sa. I'm going to be kind of upset if it's just Kai'Sa and Kassadin. You know, maybe throw a Vel'Koz in there or Malzahar or something. Yeah. Do you say you don't like leaks? Data mine is different from leak. A data mine is something that Riot put in there by accident. That's completely on them. That's their fault. That's a leak is some guy taking a screenshot or leaking information that they receive from somewhere and say, hey guys, here's the list of everything coming out. Like, you know, and I don't like it. Even data mines, I don't particularly like them because it spoils it. But that's a leak like that is on Riot's side. That's their fault. Companies do leak stuff by themselves. Yeah, with the notion of, like, I've seen this a lot, like with fighting games especially. You guys know the entire roster of Street Fighter 6 got leaked. The entire roster, with photo proof and video proof and everything. The entire roster only a few days after it was revealed. That absolutely kills the hype. Completely kills the hype. Because it's like, oh, I guess we know who's going to be in the game now. Imagine being the marketing team. That game's not coming out for like a year and a half, and you have to make trailers for stuff that people already know is in the game. You know, like, it sucks. It sucks. Smash 4 roster, yeah, that was such, like, the people who are working, like, I feel bad for the people who are working it because they put their heart and soul into that, you know? And then just for it to, like, they probably want the surprise of people seeing it for the first time, you know? Like, if I'm working on a video, I want to, if I'm working, like, a big video, like, okay, how about this? Like, as an example, do you guys remember my video about, what was it? About how League is more than a MOBA. And I had that big thing at the end where I got like all these content creators and a bunch of my content creator friends to do that big send off at the end. And that took a lot of setup and requiring. And when I was sending out messages to my content creator friends and those people for that, I had a list. I sent out like to make sure, like, oh, if you're interested in this, these are the people that are going to be appearing in the video. Do you know how heartbreaking it would have been if that list got out and like, oh, Nicky Boy's working on a video and all these content creators are going to show up in it? That would have been heartbreaking. I'm like, well, now I'm just not going to do it. The whole, like, it was supposed to be a surprise. Like, that was supposed to be like a cool send-off to the video that people weren't expecting. And if everyone knew that ahead of time, then what's the point? Will it still be kind of cool and people will look forward to it? Sure. But the big surprise about it, it's great. You know? So, yeah, I'm not fond of leaks. I'm just not fond of it. Sure, it's just got leaked as not coming out. I mean more so that, like, will people be excited that, like, their favorite character's coming back? Sure. Like, oh, cool, Akuma's coming back and he looks good. But for me, I think it's better to build up hype if you don't know what's coming. It's the surprise of it is what's great. Like, we're going to cycle back to Monster Hunter here. Beetlejuice. You guys remember Basil Goose Beetlejuice, big dive bomber monster. People didn't know that monster was going to be in the game. That he was a surprise monster. And he was a monster that, for people who don't play Monster Hunter, individual monsters are allocated to specific maps. Beetlejuice is special because he could be on any map. And he is he has explosions. He's a dive bomber. And his own theme. And when you'd be in the game, you'd reach a certain rank. You wouldn't even see him on the map. And you'd hear the music start to kick in. You'd be like, what is that? I'm fighting a monster. What is this different music? And then he comes crashing in and explosions everywhere. Like, oh my God, what happened? Where is he? Like, the surprise of Beetlejuice showing up was insane. It's just, what the hell is this? Where did you come from? Who are you? So if they spoiled that ahead of time, it would suck. And, you know, that happened for Rise. You know? They're like, it got leaked. Like, a huge chunk of the roster got leaked. And so they just made trailers for it. So now there's no surprises. There's no surprise monsters besides the obligatory final boss. Devil Joe was like, yeah, Devil Joe was like that. The thing, Devil Joe was known for that. Devil Joe was an old monster who was known for being an invader, got a release trailer saying he was coming to the game. Nobody knew about Beetlejuice. People were just playing through World, and then boom, there he is. You know? Like, the surprise of Beetlejuice was what made him so impactful. That Shadow should feed off surprise and shock. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, the Wild Rift patch vids are pretty nice, yeah. Yeah, and Devil Joe, you'd see him coming. Beetlejuice is an airborne monster. He would dive bomb out of the sky while the music is kicking in. Like, it was great. Yeah, previews are different. A preview is different because that, again, that's Riot officially announcing. That's why there's, you'll notice if you look at the views for Wild Rift videos, those videos get the most views because people want to see what's new. But they're officially announced. That's the it builds hype because it's an official announcement. So, yeah. Tigrex is the only invader that isn't a nightmare for me. I could kind of see that. Just don't be connected to Wi-Fi 1 year before the game releases. Yeah. But all right, fellas. My throat is hurting. I did not get a hot chocolate, so I could not soothe myself, and I need to get back into a sleep schedule proper. But I want to get back into streaming, so I'm going to try and figure out how to get Monster Hunter working because I want to do that. I want to stream some Monster Hunter. We'll be back tomorrow because we have the new patch tomorrow, so we're going to take a look at all the new stuff then. That's going to be good. Why are you talking about Monster Hunter Devil Joe? Because I go on tangents. This is just how I do. I don't know why Necrit is streaming right now, but he is. So, I guess we'll go there. Necrit Gaming. He's playing TFT. I haven't played TFT in a hot minute. I'll play Monster Hunter Rise on PPC, but I have weird shader problems that I can't because of that. Ah, that's a shame. What a shame. It's a very fun game. Isn't he Diamond? Yeah, I got Diamond last set. So, I'm a Diamond player too. Double stream. We've done those sometimes. Usually when there was I think the past 2 times there was a big announcement for League. It was a duo stream we did together. So, you can actually check it. If you want to check the Belveth reactions video, Daro, on my channel, the Belveth reaction and the season start for this year, Necrit's in both of those. That's it. Grandpa almost hit Diamond? Nice. All right, fellas. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I'm sorry I haven't been streaming a lot as of late. I'm going to get back into doing it more. I got stuff planned, just, trying to work around it, fix my sleep schedule. Still need to go to the doctor to fix my fucking stomach, but that's on the 19th, so that's finally happening. But thank you guys. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the subs. And I'll see you tomorrow for the new stuff on PBE. Have a good day, fellas. Take care of yourselves. Thank you, Vince, for the prime, or for the subscription. Thank you. Goodbye.